Centrebet Stadium, the venue. Our referee, Dave Munro, signals time on. Queensland defending the northern end of the ground, getting first touch of the football, and there's Napa taking it forward, and he's tackled 10 metres out from his own goal line. So Queensland having to work it out from deep in their own end, and look at the muscling up in defence there from New South Wales. Boyd Cordner, the skipper, leading the way. The tackle on Mitchell Fry. This is Timu taking it over the 20. Towards the 30 they go. 15 short of halfway. Now the kick coming from Hampton. It is straight to Evander Cummins, the fullback for New South Wales. At least they got to their kick and got down the other end of the field. But straight to the fullback. Won't be wanting to find some grass.
No, that's right. I wouldn't be kicking too often to Evander Cummins on the full. He's a great return of the football, great footwork. 3 big sets, or 3 big tackles from New South Wales. And kicked early for Queensland. Kicked really early. Now New South Wales in good field position.
And the first penalty of the night. Caleb Timu all over the man, Boyd Cordner. And so New South Wales get a leg out of their own end. And Ricky, they're what they call coach killers, aren't they? You've got the team down the other end and you let them out easy.
You want to try and get into the arm wrestle a little bit and keep trading sets off as much as you possibly can, especially at the start of the game. You don't want to be giving cheap penalties away like that and handing over the advantage and kicking the ball 30 metres down the field and now attacking.
Here's Shannon Boyd from the Raiders playing it. 25 metres out from the line. Syker, now McKinnon. 19 metres away. New South Wales, Leisha out of acting half. Miller into space, Cordner, terrific tackle. It had to be made by Hampton. 12 metres out from the line. Now Miller. Here's an opportunity for Blair, but good defence again. Tautau Moga, last tackle. Miller into the in-goal area, attacking the football. Maranta, but the defence of New South Wales led by Syker. And the boys are getting a little bit restless here. Early in the game, there was nothing in there, and Boyd Cordner involved, and now Napa getting grabbed by Cordner, a couple of Roosters teammates, and it started from nothing. And if New South Wales have given a penalty away here, Dean Pay will be filthy because they've forced a goal line dropout. Didn't seem to be too much in it. Tackle completed, and for some reason Boyd Cordner.
Yeah. Just don't come running in, you'll get in trouble, OK? Drop out.
There's not going to be a penalty. Dave Munro has allowed play to continue on a goal line dropout.
Yeah, good kick from Jacob Miller. Composure, I like his kicking game. I think he's very smart. He's got a great technique.
Kicking, Ben?
Composed there. He's already had
on or behind.
5 line drops for his Tiger side, so he knows how to build pressure.
So the defence of Queensland under pressure again early. Back-to-back sets here for New South Wales. Here's Boyd taking it over the 30-metre line by a metre. Napa, one of the defenders. And there with him was Ben Malley. Just shy of the 20-metre line. Syker, now McKinnon, straight hard, good defence. Edric Lee over the top. Around the legs was Kurt Mann from the Newcastle Knights. Teammates there. Now Miller thought he was going to run behind his own man, so took the tackle. Cordner was running through as the decoy. Leisha at acting half. Syker, Cordner. Good defence again. Fry trying to wrap the football up. It is the last tackle here for New South Wales. Leisha's at acting half. Miller deep and wide. Doesn't go to him. Goes to Syker. Crossfield kick. Here come the leaping high, dropping the ball. Young Tonamapia.
It's a knock on.
He had it and lost it on the way down.
Hand over.
Good football. It's a good repeat set for this first set of 6 in attack, and then a nice little bomb to the corner there, and a great competitive chase or catch, and that's what it's all about for your halves. Directing his team around the field. They've gone for right to 2 attacks and 2 nice kicks.
I reckon New South Wales, for a moment, thought they had to try there with Tonamapia leaping high, but Queensland will gain a lot out of that defensive work. keeping them at bay for 2 sets. And now here's a breakdown the left-hand side. Griezmann into open space. Now Edric Lee. So Queensland have gone 50 metres, 60 metres in a couple of tackles, and they're only 35 out from the New South Wales line. Hampton, ball here to Timu. And he's wrapped up and forced back in strong defence from Chase Blair. Cordner in there as well. Hampton, now Moga. Around the legs, Miller. Just shy of the 30-metre line here. Queensland. Given a very short blind side, and Hampton into the corner. Good kick, Cummins. Great footwork to get away from Whitchurch and bring the ball somehow back over the 10-metre line before a missile named Dylan Napa stopped his progress.
It was a good reply from Queensland, who had been under pressure. The line break got him down the other end, and a smart kick from Hampton.
It was only their second set of the match. The first set from the kick-off, and they kicked early, and they hadn't seen the football since. McKinnon now over the 30, New South Wales. Syker looking for 40-20. Miranda's got some work to do, and he has it covered. A good kick from Harry Syker and Lachlan Miranda.
So a great kick, but also a great chase. Queensland, number 4, just walking back now. The pace of the game is up. Walking back. New South Wales in tackle 2. You know, it's a great advantage. There's a great kick, early kick, and I think that was effective.
Whitchurch. Brisbane Bronco. Now, acting half. Natasala. Here's a good, strong, bustling run.
All the way, come on!
The wing 3/4, Hamill Hunt from the Gold Coast Titans. Natasala is tackled on 5, and they give away a penalty. Shannon Boyd, last tackle, hand on the face.
Well, he could have been probably penalised earlier there. I don't think he got square at marker and jumped out. He had to make the tackle. Unfortunate tackle 5 penalty.
Hampton, fine touch, and a real opportunity for us to see what Queensland has in attack, and an opportunity to see what New South Wales has in defence, and just holding on too long. Knew there was no marker there backing him up. Now Hampton. This is Moga coming from his right centre position, looking for the ball on the other side of the field. Kevin Walters giving him a roving commission, maybe. Man, terrific defence on Lee. And that was Murphy from the Bulldogs. Try. 8 metres away from the goal line here. Queensland, can they be the first try scorers? Grevsmull. He's only 2 metres away from the line. Man, had to reach high to take that. Steps inside Cordner, who grabs, I should say Boyd, who grabs him by the jersey. Also there was Matt Grote. Last tackle, Hampton kicking to the wing. Too deep, is it? Leaping high, Whitchurch. Back to Moga. Penalty.
10 metres.
In front of the kicker. And Jacob Miller throws Tautau Moga into one of our cameramen. And in front of the kicker, an opportunity there for Queensland.
Wow.
If he was, he's only just. And it's not the winger, it's the man on the inside, I think. I think Whitchurch was onside. Moga, maybe just in front.
New South Wales lucky to survive. It was a great kick from Hampton. Moga, first try scorer, but it's how do they handle the setback now?
Well, there is a video referee in this game, Paul Mellor. And our referee, Dave Munro, has done one NRL game, but he wouldn't be used to having a video referee either. He obviously got a clear and concise call from his touch judge on this side, Jay Farlow. Made the call straight away. New South Wales dodge a bullet. Grote now. Into open space, a good kick. Whitchurch is back there with Miranda. He's on his own goal line. And a terrific chase from New South Wales as well. Cordner, what about the legwork here from Whitchurch, who takes it over the 20?
It's end-to-end. It's starting on your own try line off a great kick and then having to be really aggressive in your carries and then finishing with a controlled kick.
Wait. In the middle.
Lee. Australian touch football representative. He also was in the Brisbane Bullets basketball system. Edric Lee. Fry. Offloading back to Alasala. from the Cowboys. Didn't get up with the ball in his possession there. Now he's Hampton dummies before kicking. Will find touch, and I think both sides will appreciate a little bit of a breather here. 10 gone, did all the score, and as Brett was saying, Ricky, it's been end-to-end stuff, and I think both coaches will be reasonably pleased with the way their sides have started this game.
Yeah, I think they'd have to be, and I also, you know, you look at the end-to-end stuff. The game is it's a new experience for these boys. It'll be a lot faster pace. They wouldn't be used to this style of pace, and you know, they're handling it well. Would have loved to have seen the ball kept in play there. I think, you know, New South Wales are starting to open up a little bit around the ruck there, and I'm sure Dean Pay will be looking at that. And he'd be probably, I think, over the next 7 or 8 minutes, he'd be really looking at an interchange there for one of his front rowers, probably Boyd.
He took his time getting to the scrum. That was a shot of Dean Bay with our Dean Pay, I should say, with our coach Cam. Here's Matatia. He's lost the ball. First tackle. A chance here for Queensland. Lee. They're inside the 20. A horrible mistake there from the winger for New South Wales, Chanel Matatia. Here's Napa. 10 metres away from the line. Lasala, man, dummies, short ball. Grevsmull, only a couple of metres away. Lasala, man, Malley went to run the decoy. Man, took the line on himself. Hampton had to wait for the pass. Kicking, Whitchurch chasing. Does he get there? I think he did. I think Aaron Whitchurch has got the first try. We're going to check with Paul Mellor. The ball held up. It looked like it was going to go touch in goal, but I think Queensland may have scored first through Aaron Whitchurch from the Brisbane Broncos.
What a kick. Ben Hampton looked like there was nothing on, searching sideways. And we see here, there's space created behind the New South Wales winger. Does it stay in? Does it go out? Oh,
Yes.
Paul Mellor up in the box. Gets to make the call.
I think that's a try. I think when his hand touched the football, it hadn't hit the line there. I think that's a try.
I have to agree with you. I think it's a try too. Good kick there. Really found that Cummins out of position a little. He was well back on the inside of that kick and had no real chase on it at all.
I think that's a try. And what about the effort from Whitchurch? He dived like he was at the London Olympics in the 100 metres freestyle.
Well, they put pressure on themselves with the drop ball off the scrum.
And there it is. The Paul Mellor decision is try. And the first try scorer, Aaron Whitchurch from the Brisbane Broncos, playing most of his football this year in the Queensland Cup, as is Lachlan Maranta and Mitchell Fry. And the mistake from Chanel Matatia has turned into points for Queensland.
They kicked there and they were told they were offside about 2 minutes ago. Crossfield kick from Hampton, back inside the Moga, ruled no try. Hampton must have seen something there, just out of the corner of his eye, goes searching sideways. New South Wales jump up, create a space to kick behind, and as you said, Aaron Whitchurch dives 2 or 3 metres through the air and just grounds it. Great try for Queensland.
Well, that's the start they're after. 4-0. This man to convert, try and convert from the touchline. Mitchell Fry hasn't played Toyota Cup this year. He's with the North Devils in the Queensland Cup. Son of Harry Fry, who played Sheffield Shield cricket for Queensland. And being selected at lock, playing in the front row with Brandon Targo from the Roosters, dropping back to the interchange bench, and left foot round the corner kicker. The only player in the Queensland side, apart from Corey Oates, who's on the bench, that has kicked a goal in the Toyota Cup. Big kick. Has it got the legs? It's just to the left. And so it remains 4 points to 0 as we head down to the touchline for the first time in the game tonight to a Queensland Origin legend himself. Ben Eichen, good evening to you.
I'm fired up, Potsy. Go Queensland. Great play here from Ben Hampton. But just have a look at the New South Wales defence. If he doesn't kick here, the pass is on. Lachlan Moranta's coming around the back. New South Wales really have jammed in. I think that's the side of the field Queensland need to play tonight. Just a tip, you know, Dean Pay, Kevy Walters both come out of the Melbourne Storm system. I expect a more structured style of play from both sets of halves, but it's been brilliant. Very instinctive, and they've played visually. They've played what's in front of them.
As we've seen, as there's a big shot. McKinnon coming in.
Yeah, Matt, come on.
A couple of redheads going together. Dylan Napa and Alex McKinnon. Here's Maranta. As we've seen in the NRL and Toyota Cup in particular, you make a mistake in your own 20, you are going to pay the price.
Even more so at Origin level. And just talking about Napa there, he's been in the middle of it, hasn't he? He's been very good at the start of this game.
I was impressed with him when we saw him the Roosters against Melbourne a couple of weeks ago. Through the hands of Hampton, but no one putting pressure on him really from New South Wales. Cordner arriving late off the side of the boot. And Matatia has dropped it. Well, he's had a horror 5 minutes or so. Chanel Matatia from the Newcastle Knights, and this is where his teammates need to get around him and help the young man.
That's right. Hampton drops the ball and puts himself under pressure and just happy to get a kick away. And you see there the clap of the hands telling the hooker where he needs the football. In front, please, not behind me. Don't blame yourself for the drop, blame the pass. New South Wales under pressure again.
Boyd.
This is just like watching the senior state of Origin.
Just little pieces of execution. You know, they are so important. Your line dropouts, they've got to hit your 45, 48, 50 metre mark. Your kickoffs, they've got to go over the try line. Little piece of execution is so big in the result area.
It's the little plays that win the game.
Absolutely.
Moga plays it. Hampton growing in confidence here, Queensland as well, on the back of those 2 sets early in the game defensively where they kept New South Wales out. Fry. This is Ben Malley, West Panther Junior. It's a young player, Ben. Half and good tackle made by Syker. Could have been penalised. McKinnon sliding in on Greves Mole there. And there's a high tackle from McKinnon.
Whistle's gone.
They obviously see something down that right edge of New South Wales there. That's about the 4th time they've hit that left edge of Queensland's attack. There was a high shot there. And,
not placed on report either.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That'll be looked at, no doubt.
very important defensive set here for New South Wales.
Hold the line, boys. Hold the line.
5 metres out.
Take the line.
Ilasala looks around. Fry's pointing. Edric Lee is drifting behind play. Man. Here's Lee lurking. Hampton spinning back to maybe look to link up with Lee on his inside. Ilasala. Timu. 7 tries in 7 games. Caleb Timu for the Brisbane Broncos this year. Ilasala. Now Malley. Have to be the smallest forward on the field, Ben Malley. 5 metres out from the line. Ilasala now man. Short ball into half a gap. Greves Mole dropped it. Good defence from New South Wales, but they had created an opening there, Queensland.
I was just about to say to you, Noddy, that it would be real important here for Queensland to show some patience and just get a repeat set of 6 and build some pressure on New South Wales. But, you know, a very costly drop there.
We just see the difference. Jacob Miller at the other end getting it, forcing the ball. That's Kurt Mann for Queensland, being the 5'8", has played a lot of games as a fullback, so maybe not accustomed to running the football game. Maybe just chiming in.
Here's a good run by McKinnon, and the offload, and not expecting it, onto the chest and dropping it. On the field, I think Jack Stockwell in 15. His first involvement in the game is a drop ball. Matt Grote, the man that's been interchanged for New South Wales, and the Blues haven't been down the other end with the football since Tonamapia dropped it from that kick. It's been all Queensland since then. Here's Napa. Hampton inside the 20, and there's some terrific defence from New South Wales. And it's the man that made the mistake, Stockwell. Quick play, the ball required here, and is there an injury? McKinnon up slowly. Now Mann with the kick, not his best. Whitchurch has knocked it on. Oh, I thought he was in front of him there, Tautau Moga. Well, the referee has said it went backwards, not even a knock on. Saying it always went backwards, so therefore the player couldn't have been offside.
No, Jacob, over there. Over there.
And so it's a changeover.
Yeah, back it
They
up.
got out of trouble there, New South Wales. The quick play the ball, there was no marker on tackle 5. Man probably should have looked up and just took the option straight down the short side. They've gone there all day. For the first 18 minutes, they've wanted to play that left channel. And the poor kick on tackle 5 eases pressure.
I bet you one man that was glad it was an awful kick was that man playing the football. Chanel made it tell you because they're going straight to him again. And he had a good hit up there, which will settle the nerves a bit. Stockwell plays his Cordner, and he's lost the football, and a terrific tackle from the captain from Queensland, Ben Hampton.
Dean Pay, sorry, Mark. Dean Pay would be all he would be wanting is a complete set of 6. Get to your kick, get the ball down the other end of the field, and let's tackle down there. Be very disappointed, Dino, in regards to not being able to complete the last 2 sets.
Well, there is the completion rate, Ricky. 4 of 9 for New South Wales and 8 of 10 for Queensland, and you just can't win games with that.
Well, it's a telling factor, always is. It's a you have to defend more. It creates more missed tackles. It creates more penalties against you. You're always in poor field position, and it's a really important stat, as we all know. Complete your sets and put the ball down the other end of the field, and let's tackle there. You're a lot more comfortable tackling there.
62% possession for Queensland. 60% of the game has been played down here. The first 5 minutes was all New South Wales, and you said since that drop ball, tackle 5, Taumapia leaping high and dropping it, it has been all Queensland. They gained confidence out of defending back-to-back sets, and then in their first set with the ball, they went 80 metres, and since then, they've dominated this game. Hampton, kick, off legs, Cordner does well to dive on the loose ball. But once again, New South Wales will work it out from their own end.
That's right. If you can't get a try, well, there's nothing wrong with finishing 5 metres out and in the corner. We expected the New South Wales forward pack to get momentum and get on a roll. They said that they were bigger. Well, the errors they made have made them look very, very tired.
There's Kane Evans on the field, and the offload inside his own 20. Luckily for him and New South Wales, Evander Cummins was waiting for it. Stockwell. Another good shot from Ben Malley. I'm sure he tackles in his sleep, Ben Malley. 33 per game averages. Syker, another 40-20 look. But Miranda has it covered, 20 out from his own line, and is able to bring it back almost to the 40-metre line.
Ricky, I think the 40-metre line generally is a great indicator for where you should kick from. Harry Syker then kicked from the 30-metre line. Didn't have to, it wasn't the last. And in the end there, you see Queensland, within 2 tackles, already back to the halfway.
Whitchurch has made the error. Good shot, forcing the ball free. And now, for the first time, it seems, for nearly 15 minutes, New South Wales have the ball in Queensland's half.
Well, they haven't seemed to settle down yet, New South Wales. They've had a little bit of field position early in the piece, but since then they haven't. But I agree, Noddy, it's important, especially when you have had poor field position, you haven't had a lot of the football. Get the ball to the 40-50 before you kick. You know, you're really working your big forwards in a lot of defensive work here. They don't need to be chasing too early in the tackle count. They do need a breather.
McKinnon. They're 12 metres away here in New South Wales. Their best opportunity since 5 minutes into the game. Miller, Cordner under pressure, not the best of passes. He was able to get it away to Cummins. Kicking, Manatia fell over. The ball bounced over his head. It was there to be taken. He was in 2 minds. Do I dive? Do I keep going? And in the end, he fell over.
You got to take your chances. Cummings, what a kick. We saw Queensland score off a grubber that didn't bounce up. Here we see Manatia. Does that go down as, unfortunately, a 3rd drop in a row?
I think his body shape was in a position for the ball to be along the ground. I don't think he expected that ball to bounce so high. It was unfortunate, but they've looked good in attack. They've got good structure. They're nice and deep. They've got people around the football. They look really good in attack. They just need more attacking opportunities.
That's a shame for Dylan Napa. He just dropped the ball as he got up. He has been terrific, Ricky, as you mentioned. 13 tackles, 6 hit-ups for Queensland to start an Origin match against a bigger pack. He's taken them head-on, and he didn't deserve that error.
He's taken them head-on, but he's taken the occasion head-on, hasn't he? He's really stood up here, and
Arms over here, boys.
That's what's important at this level, at this age. You don't know who's watching. You've got coaches from all over the NRL. You've got Mel Meninga here, the Queensland coach, and everybody wants to make a statement, and he really is. Napa is putting his hand up here.
And the clubs are learning more about these players tonight as well.
Absolutely. We spoke about it at the...
Here's a chance straight through Kane Evans. He started on the bench. This young man is a star of the future. He's been out suspended for 2 weeks. He's from the Sydney Roosters. Write his name down, Kane Evans. What a try. That is an Origin moment.
And are we seeing a lot of that of late? Big front rowers making the line break, and the footwork. We've seen recently of Tarmow. Nice, big, strong, through the line, and footwork. He's running. That's a fullback there not being able to keep up the pace with him. And look at you watch the footwork here. Out of the tackle. Big man.
2 weeks suspended. He must have been doing some sprint training. He's certainly growing into a massive frame. A front rower who's been suspended for 2 weeks, come off the bench, and that is making an impact when you get onto the football field.
Well, I know there's one man watching back in Brisbane that will be very excited about seeing a number 10 or a number 8 for New South Wales running like that. A good mate of yours and on your coaching staff for New South Wales, Glenn Lazarus, will be very pleased to see a young front rower doing something like that.
Lazo and Blocker have been doing a lot of work with our junior front rowers, and here's another boy, Kane Evans, that'll be he'll be involved in the pathway through to the senior opportunity, senior representative level, and it's just great to see. It's interesting. Dean spoke to him at the start of the week and said that he was going to put him onto the bench, and he's actually very comfortable with that decision from Dean because he had been out for 2 weeks. He preferred to start off the bench, and it's a good decision by Dean. You brought him on at the 25-minute mark, and it's proved pretty handy for him.
Harry Syker converts the try, and New South Wales lead by 6 points to 4 down to the touchline. Ben Eichen.
Well, you'd have to be happy if you're Jason Taylor, the coach of the Sydney Roosters Toyota Cup. Have a look at this big fella go. Fitness obviously might have been an issue, but talent certainly not. He's big, he's strong, he's got great feet, and I know he's got a bit of footy in him too, so watch him go around for the remainder of this game. He's a talent of the future.
I reckon Brian Smith will be a bit happy as well. He averages 149 metres per game playing in the front row. He was the Roosters Toyota Cup Player of the Year last year. He made the Toyota Cup Team of the Year last year. He is the oldest player out there at the field, and there he is again, bringing the ball back. He wasn't the winner on that occasion. He's forced back inside the 10. But what about the hit up there in Queensland? Aren't they fired up now after conceding the try?
Come on.
Really important. Dean Pay would have sent the message out. Got to get to your kick, guys. Let's get 2 or 3 sets now after scoring in a row. Let's get out of our end. Let's put pressure back on Queensland and keep our momentum going.
Well, that was the first try for New South Wales in the history of under-20 Origin, and there's a mistake. Well, that ball went out the back. I'm not sure how that was a knock-on, and unfortunately, again, Jack Stockwell was the young player. And as I was about to say, the first try for New South Wales in the history of under-20 Origin was going to take some beating from an individual perspective. You won't see a front rower score a better try than that.
Arms over here,
At
boys.
any level of the game, maybe. And Ricky,
over here,
get
boys.
your kick, and they can't.
It's very easy to say. It's an easy message to send down, Noddy, isn't it? Get to your kick. But, it's players' responsibility to take some ownership of controlling the football there. I mean, that's got to be a better carry, not a one-arm carry. It's got to be cradled in the action to the chest. Get your thumb on the football and control it. So important is to get to the ground with the football, get up and play it, and let's get to our kick to get to the other end.
Chance for Queensland. Malley almost dropped it as he changed direction. A couple of metres out from the line. There's only 4 New South Wales defenders to the left, and that's the way Queensland go. Man coming in was Tonamapia, but this time the kick was too deep for Hamel Hunt, and New South Wales get out of jail there.
The kick was on. New South Wales tried to bounce up. They were short with only 4 defenders.
Noddy, 3 times the kick's been on, 1 try's been scored out of it. But the fullbacks aren't coming across on that pendulum shape in covering their wingers. The wingers are coming up hard in the line and buying a bit of ground in defence. The fullback's got to come across and take some responsibility for that kick in behind the line, which they're both not doing at the moment. It's something I'm sure both Dino and Kevin Walters will be talking to them and getting the message out now. Must come across and cover the actual kick itself in as a winger when he's coming up in defence.
New South Wales get a relieving penalty as well. Stripping the play the ball. McKinnon plays it. There's Evans from almost flat-footed there. Slow motion from New South Wales. So he's easily dominated in the tackle. Miller to the line, slipping over. Back on the angle was Tia Khalifi, and luckily Cordner is tidying up. Elisha, Stockwell, this time he does. As Ricky Stewart suggests and tucks the ball under the arm. He wasn't going to drop that. Elisha. Saika, McKinnon, Lee over the top, and he tried to offload. Was it touched by Queensland or is it a knock-on?
Nah, knock on.
It's a knock-on. And as we approach that 10 minutes before half-time and the pace of the game starts to have an impact, a few mistakes slipping in for both sides.
There seems to be a bit of dew down there on the ground, a few players slipping over, but at 6-4, it's like someone's trying to win the game now instead of just having some patience and just taking the tackle and building pressure. They're trying to force offload. They're trying to freakish plays, the simple plays, the structure. You score at the 80th minute, you can still win. It's about building pressure now.
Couldn't agree more, Noddy. You've got to remember, the coaches have really only had...
Here's Edric Lee, danger for New South Wales. They won't catch Edric Lee. One missed tackle, one drop ball, and Queensland is back in front. Edric Lee does what he does for a living, and that's score tries. Queensland 8, New South Wales 6 on the back of another mistake in State of Origin.
A mistake that you need to defend. Edric Lee down a short side. They've gone down that left channel. Harry Syker must be the player they're trying to target, and you see the big right-hand fan and the pace. The Canberra Raiders, the flyer from the national capital. This is a great try for Queensland.
I think that'll be the last time we'll see Harry Syker go high on this young lad. He looked like a 400-metre runner down that sideline.
Well, he's played touch footy for Australia. He was in the Brisbane Bullets system as well. He can play basketball, and we've seen for Canberra, they kick to him and no one can out-leap Edric Lee. 146 metres he averages per game, 12 offloads as well, so he's got an all-round game. And once again, a mistake is punished to the max from New South Wales in Origin.
And it was your own mistake that was really unforced. New South Wales didn't have to pass the football, only tackle 4, could have played it, built some more pressure. You try to force it, then you don't defend the scrum. The 1%ers, the simple things cost you so much.
Before Lee made the break, Noddy, I was going to say to you, both coaches have really only had...
Greg Small, who's never kicked the goal in Toyota Cup, and I think we see why. Mitchell Fry is on the bench, and this may be an issue for Queensland, with only really one goal kicker there in the starting lineup as we head down to the touchline. Ben Eichen.
Well, it must be said that structurally the defence of both sides has been very sound, and as we all know, defence is not normally a feature of the regular season games in the Toyota Cup, and I think that's frustrating both sides in attack, which is leading to a lot of these mistakes. So they've just got to stay patient. This is State of Origin. It's up another level. He who gets into the grind and can complete sets will win this contest.
What a learning experience for these players as well.
As I was saying, Mark, with both coaches only really having probably 2 training sessions in the short preparation, it's important that they just stick to simple, basic footy early in the piece until they start building some cohesion and combination with their players inside, outside them.
And that may be where Queensland has a little bit of an edge with so many Broncos in this lineup as well. Last tackle. Hampton. High kick. Cummins. Utai takes it. And now 12 metres out from the line. That'll do his confidence a lot of good. Tonomapia.
New South Wales have made an interchange with David Clemmer going on. trying to get some metres. They're trying to get that momentum back they had at the start.
Been out for a couple of weeks with a hip injury, Clemmer. He's a good young player, another good front rower. Here he is, Waitley grows as well. He's still growing into his body. He's a hard man to bring down, 18 years of age.
I hope he plays football better than he can drive. The boys were telling me he's been for his licence 3 times and failed.
The kick goes dead, and a chance for a little bit of a breather here for the players. Well, if he drives better than he plays, he'd be some sort of driver because he leads the Toyota Cup in offloads. For a front rower, Ricky, he averages 182 metres per game. That's extraordinary.
Canterbury have some really big raps on this young lad, and rightly so. He's been in our junior squad from our...
There's a mistake from the winger again, Whitchurch. He scored a try but came up with a couple of errors. Hanging on to the football, Kane Evans, but only just. They can't put him down. They finally do. What a run from Kane Evans. Chance here for New South Wales to hit the lead just before half-time. Chase Blair taken from behind by Miranda. He gets up and goes again. Hanging on, Moses Mbaye. And he's only 2 metres away. Danger here for Queensland. Elisha, Miller. Syker taking the line on, taken by Grevesmar, 10 metres out from the line. Elisha at acting half, dummies one way, comes the other. Mbaye making the tackle, also in there was Togo. Miller kicking into the in-goal area, corner! Did he get a hand to it? No. Referee says knocked over the dead ball line by Whitchurch, but they will get another set.
Smart football, complete your set of 6, show a little bit of patience, get a repeat.
Players on their haunches for Queensland in the in-goal area as well. You can see Brandon Tago sucking in the big ones, and what a critical time in this game. 4.5 out from half-time. New South Wales trailing by 2.
There's a little piece of execution we talked about. That line dropout only going, 38 metres. This is where they should be pushing the ball out. They could be making sure that they're winning their full position.
Clemmer plays it. Here's Evans. And he is stopped in his tracks by his teammate from the Roosters, Brandon Tago, putting him on his back. Stockwell nailed there by Moses Mbaye. 10 out from the line. Evans, Syker to no one, in between McKinnon and Cummins, picked up here by Tonamapia. 18 metres out from the line. Sloppy stuff there from the Blues. Now McKinnon. Still going McKinnon. Tago around the legs, also in there Travis Peters. Last tackle, Syker off legs. Was it played out? It was then. Now the tackle count restarts, and Evans from loose play here will be hard to stop. He got away from a couple and taken to ground by Mann and Corey Oates. I hope he's okay, getting up slowly. Almost lost his shorts. Now Clemmer. He's only a couple of metres away. Tago drags him to ground. Also in there was Grevesmar. Miller caught in a short ball and read well by Tautau Moga, who made the tackle a couple of metres away from the line. Miller, Blair, ball, Matatia in the corner, New South Wales score. Great hands from Miller, well taken Matatia, and the Blues are back in front. 10-8 with a kick to come, and that will make the young man from Newcastle feel a whole lot better.
His confidence will be high now to get him to try to hopefully lead into half-time. It was the 6 to go. Queensland under a lot of pressure. They defended great. Quick hands from Miller. Chase Blair looked like scoring 8 tackles ago with some pace. Then great hands. Matatia hit, that would settle the nerves.
Short ball there from Blair, nice quick hands. It just goes to show you how important that repeat set of 6 is. And another set off the kick that went into a Queensland player.
Let's head down to our third eye. Wearing the third eye tonight, Chris McKenna, former Queensland Origin player himself, and Cronulla and South Queensland Crushers player and Broncos. In the huddle, he may have just been able to pick up him, say, force an error. And there is time left, 90 seconds to go before half-time, and they have to hang on to this football here in New South Wales and not give Queensland a sniff. We see so often teams, as New South Wales did last time they scored, not get to their kick after points, and Harry Syker from the touchline. He struck it very well. He struck it really well. An extra 2 points right on half-time for New South Wales. Doesn't please Ben Ikin.
No, it doesn't please me. You've got to love a repeat set when the game's in the balance, and that's exactly what New South Wales got. Then they went down to that classy left-hand edge in attack. Chase Blair's been going fantastic for the Parramatta Eels, and he showed his class here again tonight.
Stay behind
30
there.
seconds. Do they go a short kick or just try and get to half-time, Queensland? New South Wales were waiting for the short kick, and Hampton decides to go deep, but not as deep as he would have liked. And here's Evans returning it, and the Queenslanders are there to meet him. Corey Oates leading the charge. Mapia. Just outside their 30, New South Wales. This should be the last tackle of the half, and Jack Stockwell will play it. So it's gone off. There it is. I was looking at our clock and the scoreboard clock all on zeros, and someone forgot to press the button. That would have been a little bit of Origin controversy in the first half time of under-20s, and what a terrific first 40 minutes we've seen. Half time, New South Wales 12, lead Queensland 8. The game is on the line. 40 minutes to go. Queensland, of course, hold the State of Origin shield. New South Wales want to get the first one this year. The under-20s, Darren Lockyer's shield is 40 minutes away from being decided. If it is a draw at full time, there will be golden point. And New South Wales will have first use of the football in the second half through young Tonamapia from the Melbourne Storm. Clemmer has missed the last couple of weeks with a hip injury for Canterbury. Still eligible, I think, to play in the SG Ball, David Clemmer. Here's a good shot from Tago again. Stockwell. Here's a dangerous tackle.
It's just dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Took a while for the referee to react. You could hear all the oohs from around the ground. Not malicious, but just one of those things that he just got into a spot where Kurt Mann really had no other option. He just sort of fell over him, didn't he?
Yeah, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Here's McKinnon. Inside the 20. So an opportunity for New South Wales to start the second half a little bit better than they did the first. They got an early penalty, got down the other end and couldn't score. Can they do it in the second half? Miller. Back here to Evans, been outstanding since he's come off the bench. Kane Evans, and is only a couple of metres away from the goal line. Stockwell. Now it comes to Syker. Stepped away from one, still going. Harry Syker, a missed tackle from him in the first half, led to a Queensland try. Well, he's made up with it with another individual act that has led to 4 points for New South Wales, and they have a very handy 8, soon to be 10-point lead.
He is a great runner of the football. One of his strengths, he is a ball player, but I believe when he takes the ball to the line, he creates a lot of options, likes to dummy and run. In the end, Queensland will be really unhappy with this try. One player beat, rolls off man, no cover coming from the inside, and a great start for New South Wales. 7 tries now for Harry Syker in the Toyota Cup. 1 tonight, 6 for the Panthers.
Very, very poor defence there on the inside. Tago there not coming across and shutting off the inside. Realistically shouldn't have scored that try, but as you said, Mark, that was the one he owed the team, and puts them into a nice, healthy lead early.
And we saw the missed tackle, I think it was from Corey Oates. Often coaches talk about defensively, about planting their feet and getting their head down when making it, and that's what happened with Oates there. He planted his feet and got his head down and didn't see what Cycle was actually doing in front of him.
Yeah, true, but also, just no inside assist. As the ball went 2 passes wide, Tago seemed to stop. Well, that's when you're most vulnerable. You've got to be making sure you're shutting off that inside, especially when you've got nippy players like, especially Harry Seeker, with the footy in hand.
10 out, right in front. Chance to convert his own try. The young Panther does so, and this is a very good start of the second half, and a 10-point lead for New South Wales. Ben Ikin on the touchline.
Well, it's said that rugby league is less character building and more character revealing. Well, I'll tell you what this opening stanza in the second half has told me about Harry Seeker. He had every chance to come out here since he missed that tackle in the first half with his head down. But since that event, and it could have been match turning, he's gone to another level. He's got himself back into the game. He's kept himself busy, and he's going to play his way back into form. A great sign of a good young player.
Next try is critical. Only early into the second half. 4 minutes gone. And New South Wales lead by 10. We do see in the Toyota, I thought Tanamapia was going to pass then. We do see in the Toyota Cup a lot of points scored, but this is State of Origin, under 20 State of Origin, and it's a different game, and a 10-point lead is a good one. Cummins.
Wait. No, it's okay, he's locked in. Go.
Just bursting through the tackle. And a penalty. Travis Peters, who came into this Queensland side for the injured Corbin Sims, gives away the penalty. And on the back end of a penalty to start the second half, New South Wales scored. And this is a critical time for Queensland.
Yeah, it's a lift again for New South Wales. McKinnon, he's been powerful. He got the penalty because of how aggressive he ran and got through the line.
Here he is playing the ball. Lash is at acting half, and here's Evans again. Terrific tackle made by Corey Oates from the Brisbane Broncos. Here's Stockwell taking them on. Queensland very slow off their defensive line. Tago making the tackle only a metre out from the line. Miller, is it offhand? Went backwards, says the referee anyway. And now Chase Blair is 10 metres away. Lasher. It's the pass there, and David Clemmer is almost over the goal line. Queensland not off their line quickly. Miller in goal. Too deep. Whitchurch, did he touch it? No. 20-minute restart. Nelly touched that football. Queensland's defence there not getting off their line.
No, it's not a good sign when you're giving up 15 metres on your own try line. Whether they're tired, whether the momentum or back-to-back penalties have taken some oxygen out of them. A better kick there from Jacob Miller and another line drop. Pressure would have been interesting to see.
Peters plays it. And Lee on away with Murphy. Does well, the Bulldogs centre. Lee does well to get the pass away to Hamel Hunt. Man, Hampton, captain, running behind Fry, who's back on the field, but no obstruction, no Shepherd. So last tackle, right on the halfway line. Man gets back to get his kick away. But it's straight to Evander Cummins from St George Illawarra. Oh, there's an offload that shouldn't have been passed from Tanamapia. For some reason, after doing great work to pick up some metres, he thought there was an opportunity and he had an unmarked man, but
not even really looking for the offload. It's just the one-handed carry. It's it's fairly typical at this level, isn't it? There's not a lot of responsibility with the actual carry. And here, Dean Pay going off his head in the box next door, and rightly so.
Maranta. Queensland an opportunity here to get themselves back in the game. They trail by 10. New South Wales' defence muscling up. Hampton dummies inside once and then gives the ball here to Fry. He runs at McKinnon. He makes the tackle and McKinnon forces him back with the help of the Sharks' Michael Elisha. Man, Hampton. Now Maranta. Here's Tautaumoga towards the touchline. Chase Blair doesn't hang on to him. He gets up and goes again, Moga. No wonder he scored so many tries, they can't tackle him. They finally bring him to ground. 5 metres out from the line. Now, New South Wales not moving off their line and Queensland dropping the football as I thought they were about to score. It may have been Caleb Timmer who just dropped it on the goal line. Lucky break there for New South Wales. And here's another mistake. Evander Cummins, the man.
This way.
They might have to pay for that mistake now. Unlucky Queensland on the try line here. Timu gets near the line and loses the ball. Evander Cummins, a loose carry. A turnover. The apprenticeship the Toyota Cup is. This is that learning curve. You keep speaking, Ricky. Ball technique, how to carry, how to build pressure.
So important, mate. It's
Well, his man straight through, 10 metres out from the line. Tackled a couple of metres away, another missed tackle from New South Wales. It was covered up by Murphy. They're still only a metre away. Queensland, Hunt plays it. Not a great pass there to Mbaye. Now it comes to Hampton. Someone has to go forward. He takes the tackle. Stockwell, the defender, 15 out from the line. Mbaye at acting half. Now, good shot on Grevsmale, and he's lost the football.
I think there's a lot. It's got to be a lot greasier and a lot slipperier out there. I believe the team, well, both teams, firstly, are really planning to go wide early. They want to get 2-3 passes into the actual play. They want to go onto the outside edges of the defence. The first team that actually wants to start attacking down around the middle of the ruck, turning the ball back under, attacking the inside shoulders of those 3 or 4 defenders off the ruck, I think you'll find they'll create a lot of ground. They'll have a lot more easier completes. And I believe there's points there because both teams are starting to tire around the ruck. I just feel as though the first team that attacks that ruck area, switching it and changing angles in these greasy conditions, will get a lot of benefit out of it.
Bit of mist starting to come in. It was a very foggy morning in Sydney this morning. Chaos at the airport. And Ben Eichen, is it a little bit dewy down there tonight?
It certainly is, Potsy. I was out in the field at half time. I've got the disco shoes on and I tried to put the old 1-2 on and nearly went straight onto the ground. So it's well and truly starting to build up as the game gets closer to midnight. That's for sure and certain.
And there is another mistake from New South Wales. Jack Stockwell has come up with the error.
Noddy, this is where I'd be kicking from my 20 or 30.
14.
Tackle 1, tackle 2. Let's just get out of here.
14.
Couple of dummy half scoots, no passes.
Don't try and play too quick.
4 from 7 for New South Wales in the second half. 1 from 3 from Queensland. Queensland would love to have this go 2 from 4
Heads in, boys.
and a try at the end of this set.
Well,
That's how they'd love to start
I
here.
think the last 3 have been 0 from 3 for New South Wales. Here's Hampton. We've had about 5 incomplete sets in a row. And a penalty. That'll count as a complete set. It's only 1
You
tackle.
got a penalty. You got a penalty. It's just this.
He's pulling him over the top. He's holding on to him.
He's gone back over the top. He's got to come to the
He's
side.
pulled him over the top.
I didn't see it that way.
They haven't had a penalty for a while, Queensland, so they'll gratefully accept it. 5-3 the penalty count to New South Wales.
They've only been in camp for a few days. Set starts will be helpful. They'll have planned moves. They'll have structure for taps.
Hampton across field. Here's Tautaumoga. Great ball to Edric Lee through the tackle of Syker. Gets up and goes again and gets the ball down, I think. The referee is going to check. He may not have scored at Tautaumoga, but he put Edric Lee into a half a gap, which became a full gap when once again Harry Syker had nightmares about big Edric Lee, and I think he's got the ball down.
That was back to your era, Ricky. Centres working together. There's no rights and lefts back then. Tautai Moga comes across, gives Lee the ball in a hole. Paul Mellor has a decision to make. Possibly looks like it's being green instead of red.
I've got an opinion, Mel, too.
I think he's got it down. I think it's shaved the grass there. There's a hand under the ball on the side, but I think it's hit the grass. I think on the balance of probability, benefit of the doubt, at worst you give that.
For all our Queensland supporters out there, I give it a try.
Well, it must be a try. Paul Mellor is the man that has to make the decision. The referee says he's got an opinion. Look, I think that's a try. And Paul Mellor's having another look.
So is it going to come out ref's call if he has an opinion?
Well, it's an easy way for Paul Mellor to pass the buck,
Pass the buck. On first look, it looked like it scraped the ground. Then the hand went under later.
I'm going try. Ricky's going try. What about you, Brett?
Green light.
Try, benefit of the doubt. It's a fair call to award the 4 points to Queensland, and finally they make New South Wales pay for a mistake in this period of the game, and Edric Lee gets himself a double.
Creative coaching there, Noddy, as you said. You know, pulling both centres across, playing and attacking that left edge, and you can really see there's a plan there. They're really attacking at Saiga, who is a quite a small half, and he's got a couple of big boys there who are really hitting at his inside there.
3 tries apiece.
And the stats at halftime led us to say that both have had an equal chance. Both have had the same time in the opposition's 20. 52, 48% of the ball. It was head-to-head, the stats. So now
it's Origin.
It's Origin, but it's about making your moment. And that was great. Tautai Moga comes across looking for someone. Edric Lee pops up.
And Mitchell Fry adds the extra 2. Queensland, Ben Ikin back to within 4.
It's fantastic stuff, isn't it? I don't know why they had to look at that try. It was a dead set certainty from the get-go. But I tell you what I do love seeing, big guys on the fringe, but back rowers or centres like Edric Lee straighten into holes. I don't think we see enough of that in the modern game. Too often we see them get the ball back 4 and 5 metres from the defensive line, but pick your hole, run an outside in line, and chances are you'll go through.
It's Origin. It's New South Wales v Queensland. Just when you think one team may have got a little bit of a break, the other team says, no, you haven't, and we're back to within 4. Both teams have had 24 tackles and the opposition 20. Both teams have scored 3 tries.
34 players have understood the importance of what Origin is about and what this game could mean for their career.
There's a wonderful shot from the captain, who may have decided that he needs to lead his team from the front on the back end. Hampton from inside the 40, looking for a 40-20. Doesn't come up with it. And it was a very, very happy Chanel Matatia who was able to pick the ball up, because he would not have wanted a 40-20 on his watch. There's young Tonamapia from Melbourne. Hard man to put down. I should say hard boy to put down. He's still just 18 years of age. And look at him still going up towards the 40. What a run. Cameron Smith and I sort of described him a couple of weeks ago as a baby giraffe. He's got the big legs and the gangler. There's another mistake, and still growing into his body, Ricky. Imagine what he's going to be like when he finishes development.
You look at all these boys here and know that over the next 2 years, it is such an important part of the career for them in regards to their maturing into a body, and you know, there's a lot of kilos ahead of a lot of these boys in regards to growth and careers in the NRL.
Hey, come on. Head in. Feed.
Not really used to be an issue in the game, not knowing who was packing in the scrum, did it? If you're a forward, you're in there. Matt Grote didn't know whether he was supposed to be in the scrum or not, and he's wearing number 8.
Let me tell you, Matt Grote's meant to be in the scrum.
We'll simplify it.
This is Hamill Hunt and the Gold Coast Titans. Hampton just shy of the 40-metre line.
It's okay, you're going forward.
Maranta, the fullback. Playing the Title Cup this year. He's with the North Devils in the Queensland Cup, and now Hampton, he had his legs taken. It was an attempted tackle, and then Tonamapia took it magnificently under all sorts of pressure. And Hampton is in a bit of trouble in back play. Of course, he suffered a broken leg in round 12 last year. His legs were taken from him, but trying to make the tackle, I think it was McKinnon.
The left leg, that's plant leg for a right foot kicker. You have no protection. The rule got changed about taking the legs out from a player or from a kicker. Queensland have lifted their intensity. 4 tackles inside the 20 metres.
Dylan Knapp has been involved in 2 of them. He's really created the line speed there and bringing his team together with him.
No, don't kick out.
Well, they're going to kick from inside their 30. Awful pass. Well done by Harry Syker there to pick the football up and get the kick away. But it means Lachlan Maranta returns it into a brick wall called Matt Grote.
Hold.
Whitchurch, first try scorer in under-20s State of Origin. He goes down in the record books.
Hands out.
Napa. Drop ball from Tau Moga. And
Stand up. Ben. There's no need, mate. Just go knock on. Hey, boys.
There's a little bit of attitude certainly shows you that it does mean something to them, and rightly so. It's great to have that bit of desperation. It's great to still have that collision and that attitude in defence. It shows that it means something.
Over here, boys. Hey.
he,
Mate, we don't need that. Back at here, boys.
he did try and make the tackle.
Queensland 10. Queensland 10. Back.
I would like to see the tackle made around the body, not around the legs. There's a bit of push and shove in the scrum. There's a heat coming to. There's 22 minutes to go.
Arms over, boys.
The ref's taking control.
Arms over.
A little bit of banter, Noddy. I'm sure you enjoy that.
I'd like to see some short passes coming into the game. 2 people pushing up together and play a little short pass, try and create some momentum. It's 4 hit-ups for a big play at the moment, or a long ball. We spoke about it being dewy. We might just be able to catch a defensive player napping, not moving up on the support player.
This is Paul Carter on the field. Waiting a while to see him. He can play, and the ball, unfortunate there for young Carter, but fortunate for Queensland. Forced out of his grip, straight into the hands of Mitchell Fry. Carter was outstanding a couple of weeks ago for Canterbury against Melbourne in their win in the Title Cup. Saw on Fox Sports, and wearing the number 14 tonight, the son of Steve Carter, who graced this field here at Penrith more than any other Panther.
Many a battle on this field with Steve. One of the great competitors of the game, and one of the greats of Penrith Panthers.
Last tackle here for Queensland. Sloppy play the ball, and there's no need for that. It was just a tap on the head. He didn't push him. He just fell over a bit awkwardly, but bit of feeling. And
Hey, we need this guy over there.
Boyd Cordner. Here's the third eye out there, Chris McKenna. Getting a little bit too close for comfort. He's going to cop one in the third eye in a minute.
Back it up.
Talk about bringing the game to your lounge room. It's a
7. Ben, just stand over there for a minute. Stand over there for a
team
minute.
that settles down, play some football,
Queensland,
will win
back
this.
it up.
And as I said,
New South Wales, back it
turning
up.
the ball back under.
Just back it up.
Brett, short passing game. Get into your kick.
Back it up.
This game's been played between the two 30s, basically. This half, I should say.
Come here, Ben. Boyd.
No one
Come
getting to a kick. Important set of 6 here.
As captains, I expect better from both of you.
Yeah, Roger.
The way you just spoke to me is totally unacceptable. We're going to go and have the scrum over here.
Yeah, sweet.
Let's just play footy, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Calm them down. Play footy.
Sweet. So when they drop it next time, I'll push someone over?
Don't talk to me the way you just did over there. Do you understand?
Don't take a dive.
Scrum.
Don't take a dive. You play NRL, you can't even get to us.
There's Brian Smith looking on. He'll be pleased with the effort of his Roosters tonight. Not a big fan of someone patting an opposition player on the head when they drop the ball. I understand the emotion, but I've never seen the champion players do it. Never seen a Darren Lockyer or that type, Billy Slater. Or there's another mistake from New South Wales and an opportunity for a Queensland player to pat someone on the head, because that's what happens. What goes around comes around.
I think sometimes when you pat a player on the head or you like to sledge them or do that, you just set up motivation for them to come back and hurt you. And if they score at the end of this game to win it, they will run past you as quick as they can and remind you of the final score. So
Where's your half? Wait, don't feed it. Don't feed it.
The good ones do it surreptitiously, don't they? So no one really knows.
It's in. Feed.
Both coaches would be very
Hookers
frustrated
get first shot,
in
not props. Hookers get first shot.
the lack of
Hookers
ability
get
in
first shot.
setting up any type of
Heads in.
composure or any
Arms
type
over.
of
Feed. Out.
attacking against their opposition. Not building any momentum or pressure.
A bit of a quieter night for Kevy in the coach's box tonight, with Craig Bellamy back in Melbourne.
Well, it sounds like the other box next door, Dean Pay's learned a lot of bellyache.
Here come Queensland. Corey Oates, 20 metres away. They trail by 4, the Maroons. Hampton. I hope it was a surrender and his knee hasn't gone. It is. It's just a surrender. 20 metres out from the line here, Queensland. Caleb Timu is 9 metres away. 5 metres in from the far touchline. Slowish play the ball though. Hampton to the line, kicking for Maranta. Well covered, but it's another set here for Queensland. Terrific work from Chase Blair, but the Maroons will get themselves another set.
much better composure from Ben Hampton. Has been heated, has been a lot of push and shove, but when you needed to show some experience, get a line drop, build another set, don't try and score off every play. That was outstanding from Hampton.
Don't start, no start.
Shallow kick from New South Wales, and it was that shallow that Kurt Mann couldn't pass to Harry Fry because he was 20 metres behind him. Harper coming from the field for Queensland. Interesting interchange being made. There's 7th for Brandon Tago to go on. I think they're a different side, Queensland, when Napa's out there. Timu, 15 metres away. Tai Moga, 10 metres away. Hampton. Tago pass behind him. Very difficult for the big man to take. Straight on the field. And now Cummins. So Queensland waste an opportunity. 2 interchange being made at the same time by New South Wales. There's 6th and 7th change. McKinnon. Then coming off Jack Stockwell and Paul Carter.
Been strong, McKinnon, hasn't he?
He has.
He runs tough at the line. He runs to hurt, with the football.
This is Clemmer. And the offload through the hands of Cummins. And picked up there by Evans, which was pretty good effort from the big man.
We've seen a sidestep, a 30-metre sprint. Now a pick-up, certainly very athletic.
Queensland are all in front of the referee. Rope dumbing to no one. Now across field, and Ed Murphy, his rare touches of the football tonight, and taken to ground by Lee. Marsh is back on the field, and McKinnon gets the kick away. Under pressure from Edric Lee, and Miranda does well to take it, then get away from the tackle of Harry Syker. Richards. So 15 minutes to go. 4 points the difference. And the Origin, the inaugural under-20s Origin, is there to be won.
Who he's going to break. This is an arm wrestle. Both sides are trying to win this defensively with line speed. They're playing not much football, but it's physical. Who's going to come up with an area? Who's going to cause a line break?
2 interchange remain for Queensland, 3 for New South Wales, and with 15 to go, Ricky, how important is your rotation off the bench now?
Very important. That last 7 or 8 minutes is probably where it's going to be won. And then there's still points in both teams here. Smart interchange there with Dean Pay, where he just brought Michael Elisha back up. He was in our junior blues squad with a number of these other young boys, our junior New South Wales program. And he's very smart jumping out of dummy half. He's very creative. I'd just like to see more football up on the other end so he can get out and play a bit fresh now, as he's had a good break on the sideline.
Syker with the kick, terrific kick too, and Miranda has done remarkably well there. Lachlan Miranda to beat 3 and taken the ground 25 out from his own line. That is terrific work from the Queensland fullback.
The kick deserved a better result. It was outstanding. Into the corner.
And by 5 short of halfway.
They're the inspirational players that put you on the front foot. Now they're into the 50-metre zone and they're a chance of putting the ball into a corner.
New South Wales player, I think Cordner, may have cramp. I hope it's just cramp. He can't get back. You can just see him there falling to the ground. I hope it's cramp. He had no one around him.
Wait a minute.
And just collapsed. It is cramp. Initially, there's Brandon Tago going to see if his Roosters teammate is okay. Origin line. Let's go down to the touchline. Ben Eichen.
I think right now for the Queenslanders, I'd be trying to play with a bit of subtle creativity through the middle. The moment you poke your nose through or get the New South Wales opposition defence on the back foot, I'd be going shift straight to one of the big centres, Tautau Moga or Edric Lee. I mean, these guys have already shown us that with the ball in hand, with plenty of time and space, they can do some damage. The Queenslanders do not need to get complicated between some good go forward and a wide shift.
You wouldn't want to make an interchange if your captain at this stage, Ricky, I wouldn't think with only a couple up your sleeve either, with a player going down with cramp. It's a critical moment.
Yeah, no, but it's very important here to watch how he is, because cramps, you know, it's they're tough to get rid of if you've got cramps with this still this far out from the end. Staff will be keeping a close eye on him here, because it's a critical moment.
Waipuna Kalifi is waiting to come on if need be. They do have 3 up their sleeve, New South Wales. Kane Evans again. Over the 30-metre. Here's Groats.
Do we try a chip kick, Mark? Do we try a chip kick? Do we break up the rhythm of this game? There's 12 minutes to go. They've kicked long. Queensland have got 2 fullbacks back on the try line.
No, he just gets rid of it, Miller. Straight to Whitchurch. Much better chase from New South Wales. And what about the body contact there? Well, he was offside, Chase Blair. No doubt about that one.
That's when he goes behind the ball. Take a tip on that penalty too.
This will give Queensland reasonable field position, and they've had a lot of football the last 5 minutes. This crunch.
How good are our microphones? I don't miss getting tackled anymore.
Here's Moga. Danger here for New South Wales, and McKinnon goes high, and he's still able to get the ball away to Edric Lee. Here is more danger. The Gidley flick out the back to Hamill Hunt. And he's only 10 metres away. Queensland can sniff something here. Mbaye. Now Ben Malley. 10 metres away still. New South Wales short to their left, Queensland's right. They go to their left, Queensland. Man takes them on and loses it with a terrific tackle over the top from Alex McKinnon. Playing advantage here, the referee. Getting none. And so it's going to be a scrum. 10 minutes to go. And Ricky, you've been in this situation a number of times as coach of New South Wales where your side has led late in the game, but Queensland somehow finds something, and this Queensland side seems to be lifting in the last few minutes.
They are, and it comes from attitude. It comes from that attitude of wanting to be the individual. Wanting to be the individual who's going to make that tackle or that run. It's always got to be the next effort, and the next effort's always under tough fatigue. And it's an important part now where we've got to get more talk. You've got to get some desperation in both attack and defence. You've got to be pushing up with the football.
Huge set here for New South Wales. Khalifi back on the field.
They'll be getting some outside backs in there at the moment. They'll be really pushing out a dummy half, giving the big men a spell, punching the ball downfield, playing patiently.
He's been outstanding, hasn't he, Alex McKinnon, tonight. Here's Cordner. Seems to have overcome the cramps. Last tackle. They've got to the halfway line, and under pressure, the kick is away from Jacob Miller with Church Miranda. Miranda calls him out and takes it. Much better chase here from New South Wales, and now it's Queensland's turn to get it out of their own end. And they've got some tired forwards as well.
Queensland have done very well getting out of their own end. They've bounced out a dummy half a couple of times. They've got quick play of the balls. A couple of their big men, their centres are coming in and taking a bit of workload off their forwards.
There's an example from Edric Lee. 5 short of halfway, and could have heard he signed a penalty there. Khalifi, the man making the tackle, and there's Fry right on the halfway line. Cordner with the tackle. Mbaye out of the half. 40 metres away from the New South Wales line. Hampton's to the right. Comes to him, and a kick here to put a little bit of pressure on Tonamapia, Matty Utai, who takes it well. Now Cummins at Fry, who makes the tackle.
Queensland really look like they're building for something here, where we seem like we're just playing for the moment. We're just playing for this set of 6. We're not building for anything. Queensland look as though they're on the front foot at this stage of the game. I'd like to see a different style of kick from this set of 6. Jump out to the right from dummy half and push it out into a corner here, or a 2-pass kick. Just the long pass from dummy half to our kickers are getting a lot of pressure on, and it's disturbing the kick.
They're building for a try in the last minute or two to win the game, as they normally do, Queensland.
Well, that's the feeling you get.
Slowest play the ball.
Learn from their big brothers. It's
with Church under pressure, great kick, he's knocked it on. Is that the Origin play that turns this inaugural Origin under-20s? A couple of the Queenslanders, their hands went to the head straight away.
The Origin play there, and Noddy, I'm sure you'll agree, and I'm just here finding who did make the chase. Chase Blair.
Chase Blair.
That's the Origin play. The kick, yes, great kick, but that's the Origin play, the big chase, because the catcher there doesn't necessarily have to make the desperation or take the desperation for the catch there. He could have took a little bit more time to get under the ball, but he knew there was a chaser on. And here, Noddy, this is where it's a very important set of 6 and not wanting to have to score off every set. Every tackle and or off the set. Really important to get a repeat set of 6 here. Show some patience. Take some time up.
Syker has thrown the ball behind him. He heard and saw Cummins, and they don't even get to the first tackle, New South Wales.
It's poor football. So there's no excuse for it.
And now Queensland are up towards the 40 through Hamel Hunt, and you get the feeling that Queensland may make New South Wales pay for that.
They've lifted on that, Queensland. One mistake. Give them a sniff. They're coming up the other end.
Moga lost it. Play on, says the referee. Still alive. And Caleb Timu is 15 metres out from the line. Here's Hampton. Everyone stopped. New South Wales are only just back in the defensive line. Last tackle. They've gone 90 metres, Queensland. Now here's Mann into the in-goal area. Awkward bounce. Well done by young Tonomapia to pick it up and get it back into the field to play. Beat a couple of tackles.
He's a strong runner and known for it.
He's got a bit of cramp, I think. Here's Evans putting his hand up, and there's a terrific run from the young front rower. He's the oldest player out there, so in this instance, he's not so young. Shannon Boyd back on the field. Elisha backing half. This is a pretty good set from New South Wales.
Simple set, effective set. Get to your kick.
There it is from Syker.
Great kick.
It's not a 40-20, but it finds touch.
Not necessarily the fancy play that's going to be the effective play. That was a very good set of 6. Showing one side of the ruck, playing the other side of the ruck, creating a little bit of a reception there. Gives him time to get his kick away. Good quick play of the ball there. Gives him time to punch a ball into the corner there. Finds a sideline. They can have a spell now, and you've got to rev up now for a set of 6.
Less than 5 to go. This is Origin.
How good is it? You just feel something's about to happen. Who is it going to be? New South Wales had a set of 6 on the try line. Poor option, drop ball. Great kick, good field position. Now all of a sudden, 5 to go.
No, wait. Get your heads in, boys. Get your heads in. Heads in, boys. I'll always call out. Feed.
Could not have asked
It's okay.
for a better game to start what promises to be an absorbing series over many years to come. Under 20s Origin is here to stay.
Well, the punters had 13 plus as favourite. They thought New South Wales were going to blow them away. And 4 minutes 20 to go. Everyone should be sitting on the edge of their seat, waiting for a great play.
Moses Mbaye, if this is your first taste of under 20s football as well, you watch the NRL but don't watch us on the Toyota Cup, this is what you're missing.
Maybe not
halfway.
Maybe that wasn't the correct option from Ben Hampton. Tackle 4 on a squashed short side to force a grubber.
Paul Carter coming back for New South Wales. And there's a mistake from the Blues. And Maranta flying. Someone had to pick it up, and Lachlan Maranta, the man that was the furthest away from the football, was the one that decided he wanted it. New South Wales have made their last interchange. Hampton. Now Moga. Is he going to be the match winner for Queensland? There is 3 minutes to go. New South Wales lead by 4. Malley.
There's ball in the air on tackle 5 for Edric Lee. That has to be an option at the moment.
3 left in this set. Queensland, 2 left now. Alasala. Man, here is the kick for Lee, but he's too deep. Tonomapia gets back there, takes it well. They'll get another set, Queensland, but the clock will continue to kick down. Edric Lee wasn't up with the play. He was too deep to chase that.
That was a kick on tackle 4 from Mann. Maybe caught New South Wales nabbing. Did catch Edric Lee not chasing, but it ends up in a good spot. The chaser creates the result, and now a repeat set of 6. How deep does the kick go?
Is this their last opportunity, Queensland?
Oh, look, I think they've still got, what have we got, 2 minutes left. Look at the last set. Gee, that's a poor kick. That's where the little plays turn into a huge result, a huge play. It's
Fry plays at 30 out from the line. Miranda out of acting half, and Tia Khalifi comes up with maybe an Origin winning tackle, but Queensland still have a chance here. It comes to Timu, and he's only 5 metres away from the line. There's 90 seconds remaining in this inaugural under-20s State of Origin match. It is New South Wales hanging on, knocked down by the Blues. Queensland will get another set. They're 10 metres away through Whitchurch. He's only half a metre away. Cordner with, in fact, Boyd with the tackle with Cordner. Quick play, the ball needed. Fry taps it back and dived upon by Leisha. No, he missed it. And Queensland have come up with it. Final minute of the game. Man. One-on-one steal tried by Syker. He lost it. It was played out initially by Syker. He got it back, man, and then lost it. And New South Wales celebrate, but they've still got some work to do.
Look at the player that come across in desperation. Boyd Cordner comes across and makes the final play, gets the ball to come loose.
Time back on. Time back on.
They've got to hang on to it now, New South Wales.
Come on.
Two halves at the back of the scrum talking to each other. The referee's still allowing play to go on, which is unfair really for Queensland, because they're ready to play. New South Wales weren't. Ben Malley trying a one-on-one steal here with young Tonomapia. These young men are about to etch their name into Origin folklore. It is under-20s Origin, and it is a win to New South Wales. 18 points to 14 in a wonderful game of rugby league, and the Blues win the Darren Lockyer Shield. 3 tries apiece, and in the end, goal kicking was the difference. But under-20 State of Origin is here to stay.
That was Origin. That was fitting for the full 80 minutes. Both sides had a chance. Both sides took some options. Goal kicking the difference, but it was on edge for the whole 80 minutes, and the captain for New South Wales come up with a play at the end, causes the offload, started as captain, led by example, and I thought finished with the play of the day.
He always delivers it, doesn't it, Origin? There's always something. There's always a story to be told. There's always a climax at the end.
Let's head down to the field. Here's Ben Eichen.
With the New South Wales captain, Boyd Cordner, where you let that one go right down to the wire, you must be feeling pretty fantastic right now.
Yeah, mate. We made it hard for ourselves there just in the second half, especially when we put a big emphasis on completing and turning them around. But, mate, I'm just thrilled to get the first win in the first ever State of Origin. All the boys dug deep there, and I think that's what typifies Origin's all about. Must
have been fantastic working with Dean Pay through the week.
Yeah, mate. I learned a lot off him in the few days I've been with him. Mate, he was an Origin great, so I look after people like that, and yeah, just a great role model and an even better coach.
Yeah, tell me this, you're feeling pretty good at the moment. Has this concept got legs? Is it going to be here in another 20 years, the junior Origin?
Mate, I wanted it to come in a bit earlier, but yeah, like I said, I'm happy to be a part of the first one, and yeah, I think it's here to stay. I think we put on a good show, we had a good turnout, and yeah, it was just a great experience.
Hey, listen, your team played well, you played like a champion. Go and enjoy the victory.
So, thank you very much.
Boyd Cordner there, the captain of New South Wales, and it was his play at the end, the Origin play at the end, to come across and force the error from Queensland when they looked like scoring. And what is it about New South Wales v Queensland that, I mean, 32 years we've had Origin football, we've had 80 minutes of under-20s Origin, and it's just the same.
It's outstanding. It is a great concept to get the best 17 players in your age group or in the NRL and put them out there after being in camp, speak about pride. It's awesome. It's a great contest.
Let's head downstairs to Ben Eichen.
All right, it's a different face with his second interview. Ben Hampton, the captain for Queensland, didn't come up with the goods in the end, but boy, oh boy, the Maroons tried hard.
Yeah, the boys played really well for a little preparation that we had. The boys really gelled, together as a group, and we didn't stop trying there. Just a few things didn't sort of go our way, but I can't put any fault to how the boys went. They were unreal, real good bunch of fellas.
Now, I'm thinking there's a couple of future stars for Queensland. Enjoy the week with guys your own age playing in the first ever junior State of Origin match.
Yeah, it was unreal, especially being in the first one, and with the bunch of fellas that we had. It was unreal. It was a real honour to be named in it and to play tonight. And especially some of the New South Wales boys as well. It's really good to play against them, and they're a real good bunch of fellas too. And there's a lot of there is a lot of stars that will be coming through the ranks very shortly, I think. Look,
No cookies tonight, but you tried your hearts out and go back and concentrate on your work with the Melbourne Storm, the Toyota Cup.
Yeah, well, now that we've played this one, we'll just be concentrating on the 20s and having a good year. And there's a couple of boys there that are with the Storm as well, so we'll go back and just put our heads back into playing in the under 20s comp.
Thanks, Benny.
Thanks so much.